Welcome back to Disturbed Reality. When it comes to gore, very little shocks me. Let's be honest, if it did, I would struggle to create content for this channel. When it comes to watching these videos, it's extremely rare where the gore actually gets to me or sticks with me. Now that's not to say I enjoy these videos or nothing sticks with me. The best example I would give would be maybe 3 Guys 1 Hammer. Obviously that video is insanely brutal, there's no doubt about it, but it's not really the gore that sticks with me in regards to that particular video. It's actually the story behind it, knowing that he was an innocent man, chose at random, had a family, just beat cancer, only for that to be his demise. That's the sort of thing that can get to me when it comes to these videos, but very rarely is it because of the gore. However, this video in particular, especially as a man, I'm not going to lie, it gets to me. Now the video in question is the infamous Cartel Castration video, and when I say castration, you guys may think, well, did they cut his junk off with a knife? A pair of scissors? A rusty spoon? Well, the answer would be no, my pedigree chums. The method they used was a pitbull. And no, not this bald dude right here. They used a real life pitbull to eat a dude's junk. Pretty crazy, right? But yeah, the video is extremely graphic, I have to say, and it certainly wasn't an easy watch. Now, you may be asking the backstory behind this video, and it's worth saying, while there's a narrative out there surrounding the backstory, it's not been 100% verified as far as I'm concerned. But if the alleged backstory behind this video is true, then, in my opinion, the dude in the video deserved everything he got. As far as I'm concerned at least. And the story around this video in relation to the victim was that he was either an RAP to the IST or a P3DO. And yeah, I have to use code because I don't want to trigger the YouTube algorithm. And yeah, that's all we really know in relation to backstory behind this video, and essentially what's happening in the video is the punishment for such crimes. But again, it is worth noting that that theory or that story behind the video hasn't been confirmed. What we do know is the people in the video were speaking Spanish, most people speculate Mexico, and most people speculate that this was down to a cartel. I've not seen any information pointing into any particular cartel, but most people say this is cartel related. One thing I will say, when it comes to cartels, they usually punish people in a way which fits the crime. So a snitch before execution might have their tongue cut out, or even after execution, to create that kind of message. A thief before or after execution might have their hands cut off. That's what these cartels do. So when you see a pit bull eating a dude's junk, many people assumed that he took advantage of a young child or sexually assaulted somebody. That's what a lot of people assume in relation to that video, and that could very well be true, but it is worth noting that cartels in the past have performed castrations on dudes who have maybe slept with the wife of a higher up in the cartel. So, despite the allegations, there is a chance that this dude did not commit the vile acts in which he's basically accused of. And that is one thing that has to be noted in regards to gore websites and even the gore community as a whole. Sometimes certain videos are embellished and sensationalized kind of thing in regards to backstory. So who knows what the real backstory behind this video was. I kind of hope that it is what people are saying, because if that is true, he would have deserved every second of it as far as I'm concerned. But if not, it makes the video a lot more disturbing. Who knows with these cartels? I mean, it's not like these dudes don't have questionable morals themselves, right? But anyway, enough of the backstory, let's actually talk about the video in question. Shit, where do we even start with this one? So the video begins with a man on his back on the ground. 2 men are holding his legs open, and basically he's being restrained. In total, there is the 1 victim and 5 perpetrators, and also 2 Pitbull terriers as well. And by the way, I love Pitbulls, I think they're great dogs, from my experience anyway. But yeah, the video starts, the man is on the ground, he's being restrained, and his legs are being held apart. The dude is butt naked, and at the start of the video, the dog has already done most of the work. So the dude is basically laying there with no junk and, you know, just a big fleshy mess where his junk would have been. Honestly, he's like a eunuch at this point, a bloody eunuch, but a eunuch nonetheless. And the video starts, you see the dog basically chowing down and ripping off pieces of flesh where his junk used to be. And, you know, the dog would bite down and basically pull. And until this video, I had no idea how stretchy human flesh was. But you can certainly see it in this video, and the dog was, you know, basically taking chunks of flesh out of where his junk used to be and chowing down. And, you know, once it ate a piece, it would go back for more. This dog definitely looked hungry, put it that way. And, you know, throughout this video, the victim, and I say victim because we don't know 100% whether he did what he was accused of, but he was basically held down. He was gagged as well, so he didn't scream. Sometimes the gag would come out, and at that point you can hear the dude scream in pain, obviously, you know. And according to some translations in which I found, apparently when the gag came off, the victim said, "Stop, leave me now, leave me." So he was still fully conscious throughout all of this. I'll be honest, as a man, in terms of pure gore, this still might be the worst video I've ever seen. Funky Town is bad, Ghost Rider is bad, but as a man, for me this just takes the cake. Number one, I can't imagine anything more painful, and number two, even if you survived this, imagine living your life after that. Forget the PTSD and things like that, imagine having no junk for the rest of your life. I can't imagine that. My junk is my pride and joy. I couldn't imagine being without it, so yeah, I'll be honest, in terms of pure gore, this video actually got to me somewhat, I'm not going to lie about it. When it comes to brutality in cartel videos, not many people mention this video amongst like the most hardcore ones, but for me it is personally. Again, all I can really say is, if the allegations are true about this guy, then he deserved everything he got, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, the video is around 30-35 seconds long. It's not a long one, but it is extremely graphic, and I wouldn't recommend that you guys check this video out, quite frankly. In terms of what happened after the video, I can't really find anything online about this case. I've seen various news reports about the actual video, but nothing documenting what happened to the dude after this video. Did he die? Did he live? I've got no idea, but I'd imagine he suffered a lot of blood loss, and having a dog eat your junk, I'd imagine that he got some sort of infection as well, so I would hazard a guess and say this guy passed away, but I can't confirm that 100%. If any of you guys know what happened to this dude after this video, it would be much appreciated. And also, if you guys have any additional information on the backstory, please feel free to comment below. I'd actually be quite interested to learn more about this case, to be honest, so please feel free to comment below. Honestly, I wasn't even going to make a video on this case, but several of you guys actually asked for this one, and it's definitely one of the more gnarly videos out there, so why not? And if you guys have any more ideas for video topics, please feel free to share below, as I would consider most things, to be honest. And, you know, also thank you guys for all of the support in which you've shown me in the last few months. We started this channel in early May, and here we are in September, nearly at 100,000 subscribers. That is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And it's all down to you guys. You know, you guys have been so encouraging. You've helped me out as well in regards to the channel, doing things like intros, channel art, you know, sharing various topics. It's greatly appreciated, it really is. And even this community as a whole, other content creators, you know, Plagued Moth, he shouted me out for no reason whatsoever. He never had to do that. We've not really had much correspondence, but he still shouted me out, so big up to Plagued Moth as well. And really that goes to show what sort of community this is. Obviously the subject matter is extremely graphic, it's extremely brutal, and some would question whether it's right to talk about this sort of thing. But weirdly enough, it's been one of the best communities I've been a part of. Which is strange, right, considering the subject matter, but yeah, I mean, I always ramble at the end of my videos, but it's truly appreciated. I hope you enjoyed this one, if you can, and yeah, that's it, I guess. You know, one thing I will say, if you guys own a Pitbull, make sure it's well fed. because you wouldn't want it having a midnight snack. But as always, stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next one.